advice on how to navigate your online dating journey is firstly start with the written profile, right? And secondly, get a good balance of details about you and what you want, but bring in sort of things about your prospective partner and what you'll be creating with them, right? Not just a list of demands and you must meet this criteria in order to be my partner, but what's something that I would really appreciate in you? What's something I'd really appreciate in you so that we can create this together? Really create a beautiful world for them to step into with you. And once you have that written profile, then think about, okay, well, what photos do I have to back up the story I'm telling in my written profile? Right? Because they are going to go, likelihood is they are going to go to the photographs first. So if your written profile is strong, it will give you a really clear idea on what kind of photos you need to put on your profile so that they, just by going through your photos alone, get a good idea of who you are and get almost captured to then go into your written profile. And then they see this beautiful synergy between both the written profile and the photos, and it all makes sense. Your world is so much clearer to them because it makes sense. It's there in the photos and it's there in the written profile, right? So that's what we want to make sure that we're creating a really balanced profile for people to step into, right? That even if they just saw your photos on their own, they'd get a really clear idea for who you are. One thing that I see happen time and time again is people have a bunch of a very little amount of photos on their profile. They're not taking advantage of the full vast array of photos that they can have on their profile. So you're doing yourself a disservice, knowing the psychology behind how people use online dating. They go to photos first. So why would you not use that space to advertise yourself as best as you can, right? By having the best, highest quality photos up there that show you in all the different aspects of your life, right? You obviously you want that first picture to be really vibrant, that captures people's attention, and then have yourself in what I like to think of you being in your natural habitat, right? So different photos of things you love doing, right? Maybe you have a football team that you support, so you're outside their stadium, right, for a home game or something like that, and people get that idea of, oh, okay, this person loves that team, and maybe perhaps they're a regular, they're a season ticket holder or whatever it is. So the photos are there to help the conversation go beyond the obvious, right? The photos are there for people to go beyond the, hey, how are you? You're so beautiful. What do you do? Which we get time and time and time again, and which we're like, oh, delete, 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 because we just get bored of it, right? Whereas if you have beautiful photos which show you in the different aspects of who you are and your personality and your character, then it enables someone the opportunity to pick things out in the background of, like I said, your favorite football team, or maybe you're an avid hiker, right? And they can see that you're walking around a beautiful vista of hills around England or whatever it is. Maybe you love climbing and you've got a picture of you at the climbing center or doing some rock climbing somewhere. It gives people different points of interest to speak to you about, right? So really, really important. We're thinking about how to navigate dating online. First and foremost, I'd say get that profile sorted and you're already winning. You're already winning with how you then get to enjoy the experience of dating online. And another thing that I always say is my rule of two, right? One app, one dating site. At any given time, one app, one dating site. Use them to their fullest potential. Use them to their fullest potential. Make sure that you're getting as much out of that app or that site as you possibly can. and then decide whether the app is for you or not, or whether you want to move on to trying a different one. What I find is a lot of clients sign up to loads of different apps and loads of different sites, and then they're like, oh, they're not working for me, because then they don't have enough energy to just dedicate to one app on one site, to utilize it fully and thoroughly enough to then get the most out of it.